You know what it is, DJ Self, VIP Saturday, Superstar J.
Of course, it's your homie, Great Rizzy.
We got a special guest, man.
We got a special guest from Harlem tonight, man. I'm excited. I'm excited the homie is here right next to me, man.
And he got the same last name as me,
He
too.
does. Y'all motherfuckers might be family.
We might be related.
You gotta check your people, man. The homie Charles Hamilton is in the building. What's up, man?
Yes, how y'all feeling?
We're feeling great. We're feeling great. Now, me and Superstar J was talking about this, man. You're all over the place.
I'm proud to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Glad people are taking notice.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's been a long time coming, but I'm back at it. I got the right people around me. I'm just ready to work. You know, send this thing out the park. Now,
I know that you were like really one of the first people to blow up off of this internet. I mean, obviously you have some examples like a Soulja Boy or something like that, but for you in the blogosphere, man, 2009, 2008, that was your year. Made that freshman cover, blew up on the scene, and now you took like there was some time off and stuff. You fell back for a little bit. How does it feel to be back in that limelight now?
It feels good. It feels good. You know, I have to make sure I'm on point at all times. That's one thing about the internet.
It's like boxing.
Yeah, like you can have like a little off day, especially if you have your own blog, and you can kind of talk about, you know, I'm not really feeling up to blah 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 today, but now I'm personally not doing the internet, so now it's like I gotta make sure whenever you see me, I'm 100%.
Got you.
You know.
Got you.
I want to ask you now, why you're not doing the internet no more? Like.
Well, it's not. I haven't stopped. Like I'm still on social media. It's just like I don't really engage as much as I used to. Yeah. Like I'd rather focus on the music. I think it was my fault. Yeah,
it was almost like you used to speak to everybody. Yeah. Whenever it's the at Charles Hamilton, like boom, you was right back at him.
Yeah. I had to step back from that because I was taking things too personal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, maybe y'all don't know me as well as I'd like y'all to know me. So this time around, I'm still, you know, I still communicate with fans and stuff. It's just I'm doing things on a slightly higher level.
Right.
Even though the internet is kind of a high level. But.
Yeah. I think it's somewhat matured, but you know, there's still a lot of ignorance out there, and a lot of fools that just want to get, you know, I guess the high.
Trolls.
The trolls, definitely. The trolls are out there, man.
I want to ask you something now. A couple of people probably don't know who you are. You know, we have a big stage out here. Can you introduce like yourself back to the people that might not know who you are and what you're famous for or what people knew? Because I know I've been a Charles Hamilton fan for a while, but maybe you can explain to a couple of people that don't. Because you know, 2009 was a long time ago.
We're talking 6 years.
Yeah.
It's
we got
starting to sink in how long I've been away from the game. Well, I'm a musician from Harlem. Harlem World represented to the fullest. I love
Uptown.
It's my stomping ground. I came up putting out a lot of free music. I had a relatively decent spun song with Brooklyn Girls.
Big record.
It was a big record?
Yeah, big record for me. I'm
humble. I'm
a critic. That was a big record right there.
Thank you. Well, to quote Superstar J, I had a big record, you know. But I decided I was gonna fall back and reprioritize, see what it is I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like when you have a lot of people around you, sometimes they could be your main influence, and I was always influenced by the music. And this time around, it's like, all right, let me make sure. Like I know I want to make the music, and when it comes to success, you have to want success. So like I decided within myself I want success.
With the going back to that time, man, it's like you just kind of disappeared out of everywhere, and I think it's pretty well documented now that they're you know, with the mental disorder, with bipolar. And I looked at the career, and it kind of reminded me of Bleak from Mo Better Blues. Because of the especially with the musical aspect of things. At one point, you know, he was on his high, and then at one point he just kind of retracted within to himself. How has it been coming back out now into the world? Like, you know, see, because a lot of things change in 6 years. You know, a lot of people, a lot of friends change, a lot of people move on. How has it been now that you're back here?
I've surrounded myself with a totally different camp of people. So this time around, like a lot of I don't want to say bugs in my ear, but a lot of the advice I get is coming from a different place, equally as genuine, but you know they don't want anything from me but success.
Right.
And I feel like when you're around people who want to trying to keep this, you know, balanced, but when you're around people who want to shine too, sometimes it's like, yo, get out there and do it for us. But now it's like, do it for you.
Yeah.
We go through that a lot. Can we get into Brooklyn Girls real quick?
Sure.
This is one of my favorite records right there.
You saw the smile? He was like, yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, so let's get into Brooklyn Girls. VIP.
Yeah.
You know what it is. VIP Saturday, Superstar J.
Of course, it's your homie, Great Rizzy, and we still got the homie.
Charles Hamilton in the building.
Yes, sir.
Now, Charles, Mr. Hamilton, man. Now, you know why I respect you so much is because you could really freestyle.
Oh, man.
Now, a lot of people can't come off the dome, pause, and just freestyle. Now, you know what I mean? Charles used to come through anywhere, and he wasn't afraid to battle anybody.
Just off top.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll say, yo, your shirt is green, and you might be mean. This is the Charles Hamilton I knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I felt like when you came out, it was like, well, I don't say it was like it was a big push. And I felt like, oh, it's the next coming, you know, Charles Hamilton, this. And it just felt like they was pushing you too fast. And then, like you said with the internet, like, you know, now everything, world star, world star, world star. It was like you wasn't afraid to come in any building and express your feelings through your music.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Charles would say anything.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't care. It was a whack rapper, he'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, are you still in that state of mind? Like,
well, everyone has an opinion, you know what I'm saying? Opinions like assholes.
Everyone got one. That's right.
Know, but I think sometimes you got to be wise about sharing your opinion because it could come back and bite you on the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I haven't had that kind of experience, but at the same time, I've dealt with people who were like, yo, that what you said on your blog kind of rubbed me some kind of way. And I'm not the kind of dude to be like, if you feel some sort of way, put the hands up. It's like, nah, like, what didn't you like about it? You know, I'm glad to know you was reading it. You know what I'm saying? What struck you the wrong way? I'm not gonna say any rappers' names, but I had an encounter at the Underground Hip Hop Awards where this dude said, yo, man, like, what you trying to say about me on your blog? I was like, yo, you mentioned me. You said my name. And, like, I'm not gonna waste, you know, studio time on getting you back. Mm-hmm. You know, plus anybody reading my blog could find out who you are. So technically I helped you out.
I helped you out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily want to facilitate other people's careers through mine. I need to get to where I need to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I wasn't trying to tear nobody down. Like, I was just sharing my opinion. But eventually I'll get back into blogging.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, you got talking about like something that a huge, I guess, promotional tool. You were on TV recently on one of the hottest shows on network television, Empire.
Yeah.
And you came out. I remember Jay texted me like, "Yo, is that Charles Hamilton?" And I said, "Hell, it is. It's Charles Hamilton." I don't think anybody really expected that. And you got a song out here that you're pushing right now, New York Raining. How did that happen? How did you go ahead and get in touch with that show? And before you answer that question, let me preference this with this. Not many people could take 6 years off and then end up on the hottest show on TV. How did you do that? Because I'm taking notes and I need help. Tell me how you did it. I want to know.
Well, my old A&R Tubby, he hooked that one up for me.
Okay.
He heard the record. That's one thing that I can say is I kept a pretty good rapport in the industry. I might have had a couple of slips here and there, but
right.
behind the scenes, I made sure everybody was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
smart.
Tell them them relationships are everything.
Very, very, very key.
Right.
So my old A&R Tubby, you know, he always had my best interest. He looked out. He heard the song. He liked the song. And he played it for the people at Empire, and they liked the song so much they wanted me to appear on the show.
Right.
So that was cool.
Good.
And it's like you can. I look at Charles. It's like he can see the future because we know that you taped this way before you thought this was going to be popular. This show, Empire. Now, did you think it was going to be this big?
Well, that show was pretty real. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some really real elements to Empire. So I kind of respect it.
I'm glad you talk about that because one of the real parts is the character of Andre, who is has also been diagnosed. It was when you found out about the opportunity. Did you look at that and say, you know what? I see the realism in this, especially for that part right there.
Well, he's definitely playing the part well, as far as like mood swings and stuff.
Yeah.
But there comes a time where, you know, it's like, is this art imitating life? Is life imitating art? You know what I mean? And I just have to be smart about how I feel about, you know, my issue being depicted in quote unquote Hollywood light. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't feel no sort of way, but you know, there are people who are a lot more sensitive towards it than I am, than meets the eye.
Right.
So I just gotta, you know, represent for them and let them know, like, yo, they're not trying to hurt nobody, they're not trying to play you. It's just, you know, this kind of stuff. There's almost, since there's no room for error in the music business, there's almost like no compassion for illness.
Right.
Definitely.
So, salute to you for going ahead and trailblazing that, because sometimes I do wonder about that when you have a sensitive issue, and you know, like, how is that going to be received? But it seems like it's been received like with nothing but stars, and you know, everybody really supporting you on it.
Yeah.
And how did you get the beautiful Rita Ora on the record?
Oh man, she's a,
Yeah, tell us that part too.
Yo, people don't know she has a dope voice. She's
Definitely.
she's a hell of a singer.
Definitely.
And when I found out I had the opportunity to work with her, I was like, yo, get her on the song. Like,
He was like, nah, this is the record for her.
yeah, like she deserves, you know, the ultimate breakthrough in the United States, because she's huge overseas.
Right. Well, if you don't already know, man, New York Reigning is out there on Empire. Go ahead and go back and take a look at it. I want to get into the song, Superstar J.
Can we get into the song?
It's on iTunes right now.
Stay focused.
Let
Checks.
them know.
Checks, let's get it.
Why don't you introduce it real quick, man?
Yo, this is Charles Hamilton, and this is my new record, New York Reigning, featuring Rita Ora. It's on the Empire soundtrack. Superstar J, drop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's DJ Self VIP Saturdays. It's the homie Gray Rizzy.
Superstar J, we got the homie Charles Hamilton. Now I want to ask him, man, he's not wearing pink, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
Glad you
How
brought
about
that up.
that? How about that?
Glad you brought that up. I made a transition from pink to green.
Okay.
And
Money.
yeah, like color of money, color of nature, you know, the color of gold.
Yep.
You know, there's obviously philosophies behind it, but in wearing green,
Grass.
yeah, nature. You know what I'm saying?
Charles a small motherfucker, man, I tell you.
Talk about other grass.
Yeah, you know, hey, you know.
Ah man,
Hey.
I plead the fifth.
Hey, you know. We all do.
Well, he's wearing green now. Tell me about this green thing, because you're not wearing it. I see you got the
Right.
I like the little the sweatsuit right
Got
here,
that
man.
nice Y3 action going on.
Yes,
Money.
sir.
Money.
I mean, you got to get the green to get the Y3.
Yeah, you absolutely do. But tell us a little bit more about it. I'm curious, man. Because pink was your thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, it still is, but as far as making transitions and growing, like, I was at the time where I switched from pink to green, I wasn't feeling as positive as the color pink makes me feel. So when I switched to green, that left room for, you know, wearing other colors, representing other movements. You know what I'm saying? Just like a sense of openness a little bit.
Okay. All right, got it, man.
Breakdown, man. Mr. Hamilton right here.
You know,
brother.
there's science behind everything, man. You gotta be able to break your
Always.
shit down, bruh.
Always.
Now, out of nowhere, last year, 2014, you went ahead and had 2 albums that came out, right? I think it caught a lot of people off guard, but then you had a lot of people who were trying to download it. And now, even now, since you've been on Empire, me included, I tried to go back to that album before, and I can't find it. It seems like it's been deleted. Do you happen to know why, Mr. Hamilton?
Well,
Please tell the people, because they're wondering right now.
though, one of those albums I recorded in 2007.
Okay.
And like, that was in my personal stash. So like, without getting into the story as to how the music got leaked or how somebody got their hands on it, that was music I really didn't want anybody to hear, because it was like admittedly it was kind of ahead of its time, and I was just like, people aren't really ready to hear this. Like, you know, I don't know how people are gonna react to this. I was, you know, records like Brooklyn Girls was like surefire reaction, but the music on The Zone was very intricate, very complex, and I wasn't sure if people were ready to go there yet. And then the other album, My Heart, was my second chance. This is like my third chance out. This is I'm on strike 3 right now. So that album, like, it was a very electro album. You know, I liked it, but you know, I wasn't exactly confident in it because of the kind of music I was making before. Everybody knows me for sampling. And this was like my first attempt at making non-sample music. And I wasn't really sure if people were, it was like electro and non-sample. So it was just like, okay, I'm not sure how people are going to dig this. It was like a laid-back Yeezus.
Oh, okay.
Laid back. That's kind of crazy right there when you say it's a laid
still
back.
A little something, yeah, man.
Now,
but as far as it not being online anymore, I can't even answer that. Nah,
I thought it was weird. I thought you had to deal with like Illuminati or something. I was like, how the fuck you wipe all the shit off the internet, man? How you do that? I want to know. Tell me, man, so I get my credit.
Man, Charles has secret moves, brother.
I believe
he knows
it.
about the internet, man.
I believe it.
And you can delete stuff and it never comes up.
I believe it.
Now, I want to ask you the state of the rap game in 2009. A couple of your peers that was on the Double XL magazine, they have been very successful. You know, like Wale, B.O.B. I think then it was a couple of people that did almost didn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
They made some noise, but yeah, like a Mickey
striving.
Fats. You know, people like that.
That's my boy right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mickey.
Shout
you know
out to
what I
Mickey
mean?
Facts.
Corey Guns was on there.
Corey
too.
Guns, yep.
And Ashton Roth, I think, was on there too, right?
I believe so. I'm not
Ashton
100%
Roth
sure.
was on the cover.
Yeah. So now, you know, what do you feel of the state of music now? Like, I feel like the rappers are coming back. Have you listened to the Kendrick Lamar album?
I haven't. Everybody's been talking about it.
I haven't listened to it. He probably did. But, you know what I'm saying?
Not even probably, I have.
Okay, now, I feel like it's coming back to where people are listening. More J. Cole, you know, more lyrics. You know, Drake is a lyricist, too.
They're listening for the content, the wittiness, the wordplay, all of that stuff.
So what do you feel like the state of rap now? Is it coming back? Because in 2009, I didn't feel like they were feeling rappers then.
Well, it was crazy. Everyone wanted to turn up back then. The public wanted to turn up.
It was a party, for real.
What the public was getting was like really thought-provoking lyrics, you know, very melodic. The word that I want to use is melancholy. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was, people were kind of depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like there was reason to be happy, but at the same time there was a lot of crazy stuff going on. So this time around, people want to kind of reflect on the lyrics, and they're getting the turn up. So now, you know, the game has to kind of meet the people halfway, so that you can turn up, but you can also listen to the substance behind it. Now, personally, I'm not really into the trap beats. You know, I got no beef with anyone who does the trap movement, but I feel if you're gonna bring back real rap, you got to bring the boom bap. You know what I'm saying? I think the producer is going. I think there's going to be, you know, you got Prime, DJ Premier, and Royce the 5'9". You're gonna find, you know, the producer like Pete Rock is going to bring out the next spitter. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends on the beat. Do you feel now, like, you know, you've been on the internet, that, you know, you got a lot of producers that are selling beats on YouTube. You know, it's just so many
beats that are free. On
so
YouTube.
many ways to get, you know, records. Do you consider, like, some dudes? Do you listen to on the YouTube to just listen to some beats and?
Nah, man. I listen to my record collection. I listen to a lot of Boz Scaggs.
Okay.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like
deep.
You know,
you still rocking with vinyl?
Hell yeah.
I gotta ask. This guy really reminds me of a jazz musician, man. Like,
man, I think
old soul too.
I can see you and Q-Tip doing some couple of good records.
Yeah, I'd love to work with you.
Shout out to Tip, man. We're going to try to make that happen, man.
He always trying to plug the Queens artist. Yo, Jay, come on, give a look, man.
Man, Charles Hamilton knows who Superstar J is.
I got a story about one of your mixtapes.
All right, let him know. I want to know.
So I left a friend of mine's house in Queens, and I was waiting on the Q83.
Oh, shit. Wow. Farmers.
Yeah. And somebody, I can't remember the exact record, but one of your tags came up. I was like, yo, that's a dope tag. And I was like, yo, whose mixtape is it? DJ Superstar J. And I was like, oh, man, I like that dude.
Yo, I seen Charles in a couple
tapes together well.
I've seen Charles in a couple of showcases. You've been around. So, like, I always respected your craft, and I said, yo, man, this guy is very, like, he's coming to anybody.
Right.
Like, and then motherfuckers just start freestyling on you and just be like, oh, shit.
Well, you know what? I haven't had a chance to be at one of those little freestyle sessions, man. Can we get acapella? Can we get something real quick?
Real acapella.
You know what I'm saying? Let the people know ain't
Let
nothing
'em
changed,
know, man. And you
Ain't
got my
nothing
last
changed.
name, man. So we got to do this, man.
I'm
Hold on a
curious.
second.
Go ahead, man. Take your time.
Told you, man.
Wet the palate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't, man. Charles Hamilton's the truth, man.
I believe it.
These cigarettes haven't killed a nigga yet.
Uh-huh.
Will I make it seems to be the biggest bet. The internet caused me to be a bigger threat than Saddam or anybody who can get in a jet.
Wow.
But I'm taking off faster than a 747, aiming at heaven, cockpit full of brethren. They all pissed cause I'm aiming at something. What am I aiming at? The game with my frontin'. Not even frontin', I'm trying to be honest. I ain't get a scholarship when I decided to ride up in college. Trying to find me a rodum so she can handle the game while I handle the name.
Wow.
Off the top of the brain. Off topic, where the hell is the acclaim? On topic, where the hell is the game? Somebody tore it out the frame. Niggas come in and make a little change, and they forget their name. That's why my real name is what I hit the stage with. Same name I hit the pavement with. I ain't just saying some lame shit in layman's. I'm trying to say I'm aiming to be the greatest, you dig?
Come on.
I can keep saying shit,
Tell him I can keep
but
saying
he don't
shit.
seem to be that amazed, you dig? Maybe he is. All I know is I ain't a baby with my lips. I'm saying the most direct comments like a troll or somebody who says mean shit that you don't know. There's a difference between syllables and having a syllabus of which niggas can go with. I go in, no end. Came in this game with no friends. Left it with the exact same context. Came back, everybody's expecting me to be the best. So I'm the best in this contest. But then again, there's little issues like Complex and Rhyme Fest
Oh,
and
man.
other MCs who say I'm not the best and that I do this shit in jest.
Wow.
I just made a mess. Management, my apologies, but I'm the best.
Charles Hamilton, man.
Woo! Man, son.
Man, yo, thanks for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like freestyling to you, Gray, that he's the best. And you wearing green because there's nothing in the rest.
What is that, a vest?
Oh my God.
Nah, we ain't roasting.
Oh.
Nah, but yo,
Being that you, I'm sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Being that you from Queens, like,
Yes.
do you feel like that's a missing hip hop market in New York hip hop? Like, just focusing on New York hip hop, like,
right now,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
y'all got Nicki.
yeah, Nikki came up. I mean, what do you mean the presence of now or?
Yeah, cause like a lot of the underground clubs I go to is like full of the Bronx and Brooklyn.
Yes, it
You know
is.
what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to know, like, is do you feel Queens is being represented? That's where my mom is from.
I'm not gonna say that because then I'm gonna have 100 million Queens rappers on me.
On your back.
So I'm gonna be politically incorrect about this. That I feel that a lot of people don't have the drive like you. They feel like they're on. I think a lot of new artists, they get you get the YouTube video and you got a couple of followers. They feel like they don't have to do these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen you from the grit, from different showcases, and this is why you're successful. You never stop. 2009 it's 2015. You could have quit. A lot of people had all Charles Hamilton is washed up, and you here.
They counted
So that's
you
a
out.
blessing. I feel like it's always about consistency. Me, I'm still doing mixtapes, still going to the stores, and still going to the people. I have the problem too. You know what I'm saying? Like, internet can be fame and devil to you.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
man. And being just going ahead and kind of touching on that point, man. What do you have coming out new after this? I know you're going ahead and you're pushing the single NY Raining, New York Raining. Go ahead, get that on iTunes. Be focused.
So on iTunes
Right now, Empire soundtrack. But what are we working on in the future? New mixtape, new album.
The album. We're aiming straight for the album.
Going straight there.
Yeah.
Why not? The single's big as fuck. I want to ask you before you go, is this single, I know that they have a lot of things going on that they own the merchandise of the record or the song, because I know it's appeared on Empire that you have to make a deal on that or anything?
Well, it was my song first.
Okay.
That much I can say that. Everything else I gotta refer to management, like all the technical stuff.
Okay.
But
great answer.
I definitely that song was created before the Empire.
That was the
thing.
Leave Me the Fuck Alone, Superstar J.
Nah, man. His mom's from Queens, man. We from here, baby.
Stop asking me these questions, Superstar J.
All right, but I respect that now. Maybe do you think about getting a role on there or just appearance?
If they ask, man, I'm about it.
That's what it is. Now, are you on Instagram, Twitter?
Yes, twitter.com/Charles Hamilton. Instagram, yep, same account. Instagram @Charles Hamilton Music and Facebook.com/Charles Hamilton Music.
Now, which one are you on the most?
I'm gonna have to say Twitter. I'm gonna have to say
You still
Twitter.
a Twitter head?
Yeah, you ever watch wrestling?
Yeah,
I'm like Sting. Like I'm watching from the rafters with a bat. Like, hey, say something.
Man, Charles Hamilton, man. Hopefully, man, ask management, maybe I can get a Charles Hamilton freestyle on the mixtape for the streets.
I think it's
let
only
the
right.
motherfuckers know that you back.
What you want? What beat?
Old school. I want to go with the paid in full beat.
See, that's dope. That's dope.
I want to go Harlem. I want to hear Charles Hamilton on paid in full beat.
Yeah, it's fresh, B. Keep it fresh,
Management,
B.
I'm hot in the streets, so understand. Charles will tell you that 2009 shit he was talking, I'm still popping right now. We came and climbed up. So, man, shout out to you, man. I respect, man. Like I said, I give respect, man. When you're on the rock bottom, you can come back on the top. That's a blessing to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
I didn't want to do the whole, God bless, good night, but
that was
I fuck with the Hamiltons, man. We might be related, man. He's from Queens. His mom's from Queens.
Check your people. We gonna go to familytree.com right now and check it out, man. Charles Hamilton, thanks for coming out. Shade 45 VIP Saturdays. You know what it is. You heard?
You already know.